Welcome to Brett Ridgeway's Learning for Life Jam 2020. This is part 2 of the Puncheon floor, where we're going to be talking about the chords and playing backup. Before we start, I want to thank my patrons for making these lessons possible. It's only because of those who support this program that this program can even be viable, that you have access to these lessons. And these lessons, if you go to the playlist, this is basically an online library open to everyone. But that's only because there are those who are supporting and giving back to this program. And I want to thank those patrons first and foremost, and anyone who might consider becoming a patron and helping with this work. It's an investment in giving back to something that you love. So thank you for those who are supporting this work. So we are capoed at 3. We're in DAD tuning, capoed at 3. We're now in G tuning. So when you strum across, you are playing a G. Now the great thing about this tune is in part A, you only have 2 chord changes. It's either going to be a G or a D. And you're playing G 98% of the time. You've got 2 quick Ds in there, and that's it. So to make a D chord in G tuning, you use the A position. So your ring finger goes on the 4th fret, 1st string, and your middle finger goes on the bass string, 4th fret. And that is your D chord. So I'm going to talk you through this one time just to show you how easy this is. Then we'll do it at a slow speed, and then we'll do it at a faster speed. And that will be more of an intermediate speed. So here we go. We're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 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 D, G, 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 D, G, G. So I know you can't really tell where that goes in the tune, but I wanted you to see how easy this really is, what we're going to be doing here. So here we go. At a slower speed, you'll have an 8-beat count in, and then we will start the verse. G, 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 D, G, 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 D, G, G, again, G, 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 D, G, 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 D, G, G. Now, my right hand, it doesn't matter what you do. You can just strum. You could do bum diddy. You could strum all the way out and back. What I was just doing was out, out, coming back just on the bass. You can also alternate. I'm not worried about the right hand so much. I just want you to get the chords down. So let's try it at a little bit faster pace. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 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 D, G, 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 D, G. Repeat. G, 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 D. Back to G, G, D, G. So I think you can get it from there. I put the chords up there. I would start listening for the chord changes instead of trying to rely on the sight or me calling it out, because you can actually start, the more you do this, you'll start hearing where those chord changes go. So let's work on part B. Now part B is a lot trickier and there's a lot more chord changes, but you're still only switching between two chords, which is going to be a D and an A. Now I'm breaking the rule here because I always have said that however you make your chords, be consistent in making your chords. In this case, we're going to break the rule. And how I want you to make your A chord is it's going to be like an E. So usually I have you use these two fingers. You're straddling that middle string. Now I want you to use your pinky and your middle on the two outside strings, or your ring and your pointer. It doesn't really matter. But you want to have a finger to drop on that middle string because your A chord is you are covering all three strings. So to switch between the D and the A, you're just lifting up that middle finger. So D, A, D, A, and again, let's just go through this one time. You're going to do three Ds. D, 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 A, D, A, D, A. Then you're repeating D, D, D. So you're doing three Ds. A, D, A, and then two Ds. So if you remember in part B of the tune, that's where you're doing all those chord changes. So your 8-beat counting is actually the last two measures of the verse. Here we go. We're doing this very slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 A, D, A, D, A. Repeat. D, three Ds. D, A, D, A, D. Repeat it. D, So we're going to play it a little faster. One of the things you can do, if you can see it clearly enough, is watch my fingers. Make sure that you put the D down, like I showed you, because it's very easy to just go to that A position because that's what you're used to, which is what you should be doing most of the time. But get ready to play. We're going to do the 8-note count in, and then we're just going to play through this, and then we're going to play everything together. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, D, A, D, A, D, 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 A, D, A, D. Repeat everything. D, 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 A, D, A, D, A. Three Ds. A, D, A, D, D. Okay, so I think if you rewind that, or if you use that enough, I think that's enough to explain it. It is very easy to follow. You want to start listening for the chord changes. So what we're going to do is play through the entire song. You're going to play the verse twice, the chorus twice. Then the verse twice, chorus twice, verse twice, can't talk, chorus twice. And then we're going to end on the verse, which is how most people do it. It just sounds very strange to end it on the chorus. So here we go, 8-beat count in. And I'm going to put the chord changes up for the first 2 times through and take it down for the last one. So we're starting with G, 2, 3, 4. G, 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 D, G, 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 D, G. Repeat. G, 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 D. Now we're going to do the D. 3 Ds. A, D, A, D, A. 3 Ds. A, D, A, D. Repeat. D, 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 A, D, A, D. Back to the beginning of G. D. Start listening for the chord changes. G, D, now to the D. Repeat that 3 times. Back to G. D. G, D, G. Second part. Back to G. Messed up there. Okay, so one of the things I want you to notice when you're doing this D and A, one thing that'll really make the chords pop is when you play the D, you hit the bass string. Then when you drop that ring finger down, or whatever finger you're using for the middle string, pick the middle string. So work on those chord changes. Try to listen to the chord changes. I think I'm going to play it through for you one more time. Just one time through, and I want you to listen and see if you could hear where the chord changes are. So you're going to have your 8-beat count in, and then I'm just going to play the backup track and see if you can figure this out. Remember, you're starting on G. There's your D. G, D, G. That was your D. D. Here's part B. You should be able to hear that. And then you're going back to the first verse. So I took you through the verse twice and then the chorus once, but I just want you to see if you can hear those chords, figure it out. Try to play that track without me telling you what to play. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope it helps. I hope these lessons are a blessing to you. Thank you again, patrons, and thank you to anyone who might consider becoming a patron. See you soon.